Wow, worst transition ever. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream number 363. I hope everyone had a great New Year's Eve and that they were able to at least celebrate it somehow, in some way. I spent it with my mom and my aunt on FaceTime, so that was fun. We were playing Trivial Pursuit over FaceTime. So that was something that was happening. Um, so I hope everyone's having a good uh, morning, a good afternoon. I hope you're not too hungover. Um, and I hope that we can have a much better start to the year and just a better year as a whole. Um, I'm thinking, I know that one of my New Year's resolutions for this channel and for all of my blind press stuff, the Instagram, the TikTok, the YouTube, the Patreon. My New Year's resolution is to be more consistent with content. Um, Whether even if I can't live stream, I I should put out more videos, because we are in the middle of a second lockdown, so, live streaming is going to be a bit sporadic right now, but I do need to be making more videos, and this is one of the things that I will be working on for this year is more videos, because I do want to hit 1,000 subscribers this year. I'm at 792, so I would like to crack 1,000 this year. And now that that's over with, I need my fortification. Because it's a Gunfox Discord news dump day. That's what we're doing. Hello, Duck Dog. Happy New Year. And Functional is here. Hello, Functional. Hello, Duck Dog. And, of course, YouTube is lying to me and telling me that 0 people are here watching. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. So we've got lots to talk about. I have like 13 stories. Some of them I found. Some of them Gunfox sent me. Because I did promise a Gunfox Discord dump today. And so I've gone back about a week. Because there's so much that's old and has been covered that by so many other people that these butter tarts are disappearing faster than the rum. Haha. Butter tarts. So yeah. The I've picked he sent me a whole bunch of stuff from the past week. So I've picked some of that and I've picked some stuff from from Google News. So we should have a fairly good, nice stream. And I also I hope I can get some gaming into later, but we'll see. Let's click on this first one here. This is one I found, and I'm going to open it and share the screen here. Okay. Sorry, I can hear I can hear the 6-year-old in the other room. He's playing Minecraft, and I just heard him go, "What the heck? What in the world?" my god. Okay. Why did that do that? Why are you not sharing? Oh, come on. Really? I think I'm gonna have to refresh this page. It's not letting me share the screen. Just a moment, guys. Yeah, it's not letting me share. Hold on. Well, that was frustrating. Okay, let's try this again. Triple sec, duck dog. That sounds. I never liked triple sec, honestly. um. Oh my god, that was frustrating. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Stupid fucking computer. Out of triple sec, kind of need it for my ties. That's true. That is true. You do need it for my ties, but okay. Now let's try and oh fuck you. Why is this happening? Why are you doing this to me, Twitter? Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's try this again. Oh my god. I wonder where everybody is. Maybe P-Dog's 500th celebrations went longer. Okay. We're almost to where I need to be. So yesterday, our finance minister, our not the federal finance minister, but our provincial finance minister, resigned because Fridays are terrible. Maybe. So this dumbass, while we're all being told to stay home and not visit our families, and not travel unless it's essential, our finance minister went to the Caribbean, and had to be called home. So we're gonna read about this. Okay. Now it's working. There we go. Hooray! Okay. Ontario Finance Minister resigns after highly criticized Caribbean vacation. 'Cause, that's what you should do when you're a government employee. You should tell your constituents to stay at home and not see their families and then go to the Caribbean. A dumb mistake, Ontario Finance Minister Bard Phillips says upon return from vacation. No, that's not a mistake. That's not a mistake. What's up, buddy? No, he's not. Okay. All right. Take it away, voiceover.
Ontario Finance Minister Rod Phillips has resigned from his position in cabinet after returning home from a personal trip to the Caribbean during the height of the coronavirus pandemic. Premier Doug Ford released a statement Thursday, just hours after Phillips arrived back in Canada, saying he had accepted the minister's resignation.
As you should. As you should.
At a time when the people of Ontario have sacrificed so much, today's resignation is a demonstration that our government takes seriously our obligation to hold ourselves to a higher standard, Ford said.
Would you have fired him if he refused to resign? I hope so.
Soon after, Phillips released a statement also announcing his resignation from cabinet. Read more. Link. Doug Ford says he knew traveling over the holidays was the wrong decision, and I once again offer my unreserved apology, he said.
The wrong decision. That's all you can say? It was the wrong decision?
Story continues. Third-party ad content. Ford has appointed Peter Bethlenful-V, who is also the president of the Treasury Board, to assume the role of Minister of Finance. Bethlenful-V will be delivering the 2021 budget. Ford has appointed Peter Bethlenful-V. Click to play video. Rod Phillips out as Ontario Finance Minister after Caribbean vacation. Image.
No, we're not gonna
Click to
play
play.
that. Global video or
Click to
global
play.
news might not like that. But so yeah, that's the video. Okay, there we go. Now we've got a bit more of this story.
This appointment will help ensure economic stability in the months ahead as we support Ontario families, workers, and businesses through the COVID-19 pandemic, and as we chart a path to long-term economic recovery, Ford said.
Yeah, he's doing a better job at this than Trudeau is. This is gonna get him, like, the way he's handled this is gonna get him reelected.
In his own statement, Phillips wished Bittlenful all the best in his new position and turned his focus towards his constituents. Twitter tweet. Twitter embed and up. Story. I look forward to focusing my efforts on continuing to serve the people of Ajax as their member of provincial parliament, Phillips finished.
You really think you're gonna survive this? You think people are still gonna vote for you as an MPP?
Early Thursday morning, Phillips landed at Toronto's Pearson International Airport after vacationing in St. Bart since December 13.
Oh, St. Bart, okay.
You are currently on a text. In a press conference held at the airport, Phillips apologized for the trip, calling it a significant error in judgment and a dumb mistake.
Okay, a dumb mistake is running a red light. Okay? You have to plan a vacation. You don't just wander on into an airport and gallivant onto a plane and be like, whoopsie, I'm on the plane with my luggage that I accidentally packed.
Frame. Cancel countdown.
Oh dear.
0%. Loading ad.
I didn't mean to pack that bag. I didn't mean to buy that airplane ticket. I didn't mean to buy the hotel reservation. My finger slipped twice, and then I blacked out and packed my bags and those of my family. And we all suffered blackouts as we went to the Caribbean. That's what you sound like, sir. And there's a follow-up story that I'm going to get to right now. Where is it here? Yeah, there's a follow-up story to the to this. There we go. There's the follow-up. Okay. Where's the share screen button? They're playing Minecraft in the other room. Okay, here we go. Share screen, please. All right, so this is the follow-up story here. Why are you showing my Twitter DMs? There it is. Rod St. Bart's ruse had more planning than D-Day. Let me just make sure that the correct screen is shared here. Okay. The beaches of St. Bart were too enticing for Rod Phillips. Okay, here we go. So many articles right in the middle of between headline and text. It's so frustrating. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Big, audacious, brazen, bold, blindly entitled. The most disturbing thing about Philip St. Bart's vacation is the level of planning that went into the cover-up. The level of detail in the deception from Phillips clearly shows that he, and those around him, wanted this well hidden from the public. Chrome has new Twitter tweet. Twitter embed. End up. Twitter tweet. Heading level 2. Story. This advertisement has heading level 2. The fic. Phillips. It's the fic. You are. Phillips didn't just head to the Caribbean and stay silent. He was active on social media, even interacting with constituents in ways that were meant to make them believe he was in Ajax. Play. Crow.
Oh, wow. That I didn't know. I wish I could be that excited about a video game again. Yeah.
It's one thing for Phillips to make people believe he lives in Ajax while actually living in Toronto's ritzy Rosedale neighborhood. It's quite another to fake which country you are actually in.
Yeah, well, I'd agree with that. Honey, go check the chicken.
Vacation battleground. Why is Rod Phillips on an island? The Zoom call. The Liberals claim that you can even hear water in the background, the sound of waves crashing on the Zoom call with constituents. You are currently on.
Holy crap, really? That's... Oh my god, what a liar.
There are some strange sounds, but calling it the sounds of the sea may be a stretch. Twitter tweet. Twitter embed. End of. Twitter embed. Frame. Article. Link. 1344390. Link.
Is there
Ontario
a video?
Liberal Party vertical link. View on period. Link. At Rod Phillips 01. Are those waves we hear behind your Queen's Park Zoom background? This is disgraceful, and Ford knew about it for 2 weeks. Chrome has new. Link. Number on bully. Date. December 16th, 2020.
So yeah, that's what the Ontario Liberals are saying.
Link. 412. Link. Twitter ad article. At Twitter embed. End of. Twitter heading left. Story continues below. Third party ad. Save frame container. Frame. You Chrome busy. Chrome has end of. This advertisement. Heading left.
Oh
it is
my
clear
god.
that he thought about this moment and others before devising his plan. His backdrop for the call is an image of Queen's Park, thus ensuring we don't know it's his luxury accommodation in St. Bart's.
That's disgusting. That is really disgusting.
That sweater. In the call and other video, he's wearing a sweater. The average high in St. Bart's in December is 29°C. The average low is 24. This is hardly the kind of weather where you would be wearing what looks like a collared shirt and a sweater to stay warm in chilly Toronto. Play.
So he's dressed. He's dressed to play the part. He is got a backdrop that is like completely not where he is. Like, it's one thing to have a backdrop for a Zoom call or whatever. I have a backdrop, right? But to have a backdrop of Queen's Park, which is this where the province parliament sits, is just completely ridiculous.
That shows some serious planning went into making sure that the voting, tax-paying public, the ones told to stay home and doing so, didn't know that Phillips, the MPP for Ajax Street, Bart's had tennis shorts on down below and was leaving the call for a game before a stroll on the beach.
Yep.
Former Ontario Finance Minister Rod Phillips briefs his social media team before he went to the Caribbean. Photo by U.S. Army. Where is Rod Phillips? High-level planning. His social media posts also show a high level of planning, not the cringeworthy video sitting by the fire and sipping eggnog while telling us how different and difficult this Christmas will be due to sacrifices. You are currently our sacrifices. It's just one of many social media posts that he and his team obviously plotted out and scheduled knowing he would be away. You are currently on.
That's sick. That's really sick. That makes me really angry.
Like the December 17th social media post of him holding a plate of pancakes and a bottle of maple syrup. Twitter tweet. Twitter embed.
So there's this
Article.
tweet.
Link. 133 not link. Rod Phillips link. View today is. Link. Number National Maple Syrup Day. Exclamation mark. Maple leaf. Group maple leaf. And up. Not to get too sappy, but when you boil it down, the best way to celebrate is with a stack of flapjacks and a bottle of real. Link. Number Canadian maple syrup. I picked up this bottle from. Link. Number Ajax. Is local Macmillan Orchards.
Oh.
Link. Image. You are currently up.
That's... wow.
Article. You are currently up and up. Heading level 2.
What an
Story
ass.
below.
Holy moly.
Third
What a...
content.
wow.
Group.
Just
You are
wow.
Save frame container. And up. Third part. This advertised. Heading left. He's standing on someone's front step smiling while the caption says he's celebrating National Maple Syrup Day with local maple syrup. In St. Bart's. Chrome has new win. What about Doug? Ontario Premier Doug Ford, the unhappy Premier. Photo by file photo. What about Doug? A lot has been made of the idea that Premier Doug Ford had to know about this trip before it happened. Ford says he didn't, that he only found out after talking to Phillips once the minister had already landed on the sunny beaches. If Ford and his office didn't know, they should have known.
Yeah, they should have.
That said, it's not far-fetched they wouldn't have. Firstly, given the length Phillips went to in order to hide the trip from the public, there's a good chance he didn't tell Ford or his office. You are currently...
I would agree with that. If he's gonna hide this much from his constituents, why would he stop at hiding it from his boss?
Not everyone in politics is a genius. There are lots of cogs in those wheels. End of article. Group. Heading level 2. List 4 items. Heading level 2. Share this article.
So that's the follow-up to that. So this asshole has resigned, which is good. Because you don't want people like that in any kind of government. So this is another story that I found. I promise we will get into the Gunfox stuff in a minute. So I don't know if anyone has seen this story. Let's see here. Where are we here? I need the share screen button. All right. All right. So, Ken Jennings of Jeopardy apologizes for insensitive tweets. So, okay, let's see what this is about. All right. Apparently, Ken Jennings, I think that's the announcer guy. The guy that's, today on Jeopardy. I think that's him. I could be wrong.
Ken Jennings has offered an apology regarding unartful and insensitive things he's tweeted. The past tweets resurfaced after it was announced that Jennings would be the first guest host of Jeopardy, following. Link. The death of longtime host Alex Trebek in November after a battle with pancreatic cancer. Jennings on Wednesday tweeted, "Hey, I just wanted to own up to the fact that over the years on Twitter, I've definitely tweeted some unartful and insensitive things."
Really? Really? Never do that. Never do that.
Heading level 2. Related stories. List through bullet. End of. Sometimes they worked as jokes in my head and I was dismayed to see how they read on screen, he wrote. In the past, I'd usually leave bad tweets up just so they could be dunked on. At least that way they could lead to smart replies and even advocacy. Deleting them felt like whitewashing a mistake.
What are you trying to accomplish here, Mr. Jennings? I'm confused. I'm very confused.
Link. He added that by leaving the tweets up he believed he may have given the impression I stand by every failed joke I've ever posted here. He said that was not the case.
This is what's wrong with this shaming culture. You've got people who are apologizing for stuff that they don't even know what they're apologizing for. Ken is the new host. What are the bets they made him apologize? Yeah, you know what? I would either they made him or this is a preemptive apology.
Sometimes I said dumb things in a dumb way and I want to apologize to people who were rightfully offended. Another tweet read, it wasn't my intention to hurt anyone, but that doesn't matter. I screwed up, and I'm truly sorry. Some Twitter users responded by sharing some of the now deleted tweets, including one from 2014 in which Jennings wrote nothing sadder than a hot person in a wheelchair. You are currently on. Link. Apologized for that tweet in 2018. Chrome has new.
That's a little fucked up. But I don't know.
Writing it was a joke so inept that it meant something very different in my head and I regret the ableist plain reading of it. Jennings ended his tweets Wednesday by looking ahead. If 2020 has taught us anything, it's that we should be kinder to one another, he wrote. I look forward to heading into 2021 with that in mind. Twitter tweet.
What a nothing burger of a story. I thought he actually said, like, that wheelchair tweet, yeah, it's kind of stupid, but it's like, I don't know. Offense is taken, not given. So I don't know. Let's see here. Here's our first Gunfox story. No, I'm not going to do an online quality survey. Fuck off. Take your quality survey and shove it. Okay. All right. So, Iran plane crash. Victims' families to get $150,000 apiece. I guess it's better than nothing. I don't know.
Iran is to give $150,000, 110,000 pounds, to the families of each of the 176 people who died when its Revolutionary Guard shot down a passenger jet last January.
So 176 people. Let's see here. What is 150,000 times 176?
150,000 times 176 is 26,400,000.
Okay. So that was a class action lawsuit, I'm guessing, against the Iranian government. And so it's a $26 million, almost $26.5 million settlement divided among 176
Ukraine
families.
has called for negotiations over the compensation and for those behind the attack to face justice.
Yeah.
The Ukraine International Airlines Boeing 737 was struck by 2 missiles shortly after taking off from Tehran. After initially denying responsibility, Iran admitted it had shot down the UIA flight unintentionally. You are currently...
Yeah, I think there should be a bit more... Like, compensation's not going to bring the families back, but there needs to be some accountability here.
Tehran called it a disastrous mistake by the Revolutionary Guards Corps. List 2 items. Bullet. Link. Bullet.
A disastrous mistake, huh?
Link. End of the list. The victims included 82 Iranians, 63 Canadians, 11 Ukrainians including 9 crew members, 4 Afghans, 4 Britons and 3 Germans. Iran's air defenses had been on high alert at the time. Hours earlier, the country had fired ballistic missiles at 2 U.S. bases in Iraq in retaliation for the killing of top Iranian General Qasem Soleimani by a U.S. drone strike in Baghdad. Heading Level 2.
Yeah, and he was a bad man.
In a statement, Iran's government said it would pay the compensation as soon as possible. On Wednesday, Tehran also said it had sent its final report on the crash to the countries which had been investigating it: Ukraine, the US, France, Canada, Sweden, the UK and Germany. But Ukraine's foreign ministry said compensation amounts should be arrived at through negotiations according to international practice, and demanded those behind the attack face prosecution.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. This is... Again, one of these things, this was a disastrous mistake. That's... There are... I'm hoping there are processes involved in firing ballistic missiles at things. That it does take more than just one button push. And you can't just mistakenly go through those steps.
The Ukrainian side expects from Iran a draft technical report on the circumstances of the aircraft shooting down, ministry spokesman Olena Kalenko said. This situation is especially unacceptable, since we are talking about the fate of innocent people, he said, adding that Ukraine would continue to try to ensure that those responsible face justice.
Yeah. This was a ridiculous... And this was the start, I think, of just craziness. Like, 2020 was just a ridiculous year. We had this happen. We had COVID. We had, oh my god, we had the George Floyd. We had riots. We had, oh my god, 2020 was just ridiculous.
Sia Vashkavaryazar and his wife Sarah Mamani. Image copyrights. Image caption. Sia. Earlier this month, an independent Canadian report questioned Iran's investigation into the incident. Many crucial details had not been disclosed, such as the names of those determined to be responsible for carrying out the attack, and questions such as why Iranian airspace had not been closed on the night of January 8th had not been answered. The report, written by the Canadian government's special counsel on the incident, said.
Those are very good questions.
The party responsible for the situation is investigating itself, largely in secret. That does not inspire confidence or trust, said the report.
Again, a very valid point. Yeah, I've been streaming for a while. It's kind of weird. There's like nobody here. It's Duck Dog and me. and now you.
Ahmed Esmailian, spokesman for the Association of Families of Flight PS 752, said families wanted those responsible to face justice in an independent court and a fully accountable investigation into the incident.
Yeah.
A view of the flight recorder from the Iranian missile-downed Ukraine International Airlines, UIA, flight PS 752 Boeing 737 jet, in France, July 20th, 2020. Image copyright. Image. Iran also delayed releasing the plane's black box voice recorder for 6 months, but in July sent it to France for examination. Heading Level 2. On January 8th, at 06:12, local time, 2:42 Greenwich Mean Time, UIA flight PS 752 took off from Imam Khomeini International Airport in Tehran. The plane was a Boeing 737-800, one of the international airline industry's most widely used aircraft models. You are currently on it. Before leaving the airport's airspace, the plane appeared to turn around to return to the runway. Shortly afterwards, it crashed.
Yep.
Map showing Iran plane. Short presentation. Map showing Iran plane crash image. The authority. The government in Tehran initially said the UIA plane had suffered a technical problem shortly after takeoff. It cited witnesses including the crew of another passenger plane who said it had been on fire prior to impact. You are current.
Well, I think something scared Alex.
Authorities said they had lost radar contact when the plane was at an altitude of about 8,000 feet, 2,400 minutes after taking off. You are currently on. A later report by the Civil Aviation Organization of Iran said the air defense unit that targeted the passenger plane had recently moved and had failed to calibrate it. As a result, it misidentified the civilian plane as a hostile object.
Hello, Cannibalistic Wizard. Yeah, it's still P-Dog's show is still going, I think, yeah. Well, it is his 500th show.
The report also said the missile battery had been unable to communicate with its command center and had fired on the plane without receiving official approval. Heading level 2. Related topic.
Yeah, this is a big mess, and Iran should not be investigating it itself at all. Hey, Addie. I wonder if P-Dog's show just ended, because people are starting to come in now. Ah. What a mess. What a mess. Okay. Next, Gunfox story. Oops. All right. Here's a Nancy Pelosi story. This will make everyone happy, I'm sure. All right. Why did you put me at the top of the page again, StreamYard? That's not helpful. Okay, here we go. Why? Oh, StreamYard. Why you do this to me, StreamYard? Why? Okay, here we go. Nancy Pelosi story. Here we go. Hello, Alexander Ramsden. I am good. I came here to avoid U.S. politics. I know, I'm sorry. I'm doing a Gunfox news dump. I'm sorry. You know what? I won't read it. Because my wonderful subscribers are here and... Would you like me to skip it? Nervous Nancy. You mean drunk Nancy? I can skip the US politics stuff if you want. Yay. My New Year's Eve was great, and I hope yours was too. My New Year's Eve, I was FaceTiming with my mom and my aunt. and my aunt had a family friend over because you're allowed to have one person over. Um, so he was over and they were playing Trivial Pursuit. So it was a group FaceTime call that my mom and I and my aunt were on, and they had the phones set up so that everyone around my aunt's table could see my mom and I. And my mom and I were helping answer the questions for Trivial Pursuit. So that was fun. We had a good time. And then Pinkalo was playing multiplayer Call of Duty because I I got him that yesterday. We had a lot of fireworks, and my guide dog he doesn't like it. Yeah, a lot of dogs don't like fireworks. I'm sorry, that sucks. But I'm glad you guys got through it okay. Um, yeah, I get that. Like my grandmother had a dog. She's the dog has passed now, but my grandmother had a dog who would hide. We when we would go up to our family cottage for Victoria Day or Canada Day or whatever, and there were fireworks going off, the dog would literally hide underneath the cottage. But she was so nervous that she would alternate between hiding underneath the cottage and then running up for like assurance. Um, but then she would go running back to the cottage and hide. Yeah. I'm glad that my neighborhood didn't have as many fireworks as compared to years past. Ah. Let's see. What's a good story we can read? Let's take a look. Let's go back here. Go back to my messages. And find a news story that's not U.S. politics. Where are we here? Okay, we are going to... There is one political story that I do want to read, but it's not... It's like there's a couple of political ones, but they're not like super political. I did. I did have a good New Year's. Okay, now we can share the screen. Okay. Do. I need to get back to where I was. Here we go. Okay. All right. What? No, go away. Whatever the hell that is. Okay. I said go away. I just want to read the story. God damn you. Oh, it's a cookies thing. Can I close the cookies? Go away. Go away, cookies. Let me read the story. Oh, it's a Sky News article. That's why. That's why it's being a jerk. It's Sky News. Oh, you suck. Okay, go away, Sky News. We will read something else because Sky News is being a jerk. Okay. Speaking of, so this one's about the stimulus checks. Has anyone gotten their stimulus checks yet? Sky News is the poop. Hi, Lord Famine. So I don't know why the patron role is not working. Misfit Toy is the role for Discord that allows you to access everything. I need to figure out the patron role again. I will keep working it out for you, but you have full access to everything. Except for the patron text chat, which I don't use just yet. But I will figure out the Patreon role. I don't know why it's not working properly. Hold on, let me turn off this Fox News player. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the Fox News player because it auto-played. There we go. Okay. Pause that, please. Thank you. Okay, now let's share the screen. Okay, let's see. So yeah, apparently, according to this, the IRS has started sending out paper checks already. So let's take a look here. All right, here we go.
Rap Wenstrup on 2000. You are link. IRS and the Treasury Department have begun sending out $600 economic impact payments to American households, the second round of direct payments issued since the outbreak of the link coronavirus pandemic last March. Chrome has new. However, the second time should be simpler and more efficient considering the IRS and Treasury Department have already completed much of the legwork. This means snafus like sending the payments to deceased individuals, a pitfall during round one, is less likely.
Oh, wow. Dead people got checks, huh? No wonder they voted for people.
Now, the agencies have individuals on file who are eligible for the payments, including many of those who do not file tax returns but had signed up through the online web portal. The phase-out threshold, however, is lower this time when compared with the payments distributed under the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security, CARES, Act. You are currently on a tax. Another change that the agency will have to account for is that households where only one spouse has a social security number are eligible. Link. Stimulus checks round 2. What to expect. Most people will receive their payments in the same manner as the last round, direct deposit, check or prepaid debit card. In a press release on Tuesday, the IRS reiterated that people will not have to take any action to receive the money.
So it's just literally going to be free money.
More individuals gave their direct deposit information to the agency, which further simplifies the process for the U.S. government. You are currently...
I haven't received money yet, but I have a feeling I won't until I file again. Okay. Zombies are surprisingly mercenary.
People who did not receive either the first or second economic impact payment this year, but are eligible, will be able to claim it when they file their taxes in 2021.
Oh.
Besides reaching all eligible households, earlier this year checks were sent to ineligible individuals, ranging from decedents to non-resident aliens. The IRS has since clarified that neither group is eligible for payments, which should help to reduce their distribution.
They should have clarified that in the first place.
Additionally, Senator Maggie Hassan, DNH, tweeted last week that she and several other senators had worked to ensure that veterans, Social Security and Supplemental Security income beneficiaries received their payments, which had been a problem with the first round.
Good.
Twitter tweet, group, Twitter embed, end up, Twitter link. Get Fox Business. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin announced on Tuesday night that the government would begin sending paper checks on Wednesday and would start issuing direct deposits starting Tuesday and continuing through next week. That means some people should already have their cash. You are
Okay. So if you haven't gotten it yet, it should come in probably early next week. It typically takes about 2 weeks for a paper check to arrive. Currently, the U.S. government is working off the $600 payment amount, $1,200 for couples stipulated under the recently approved legislation. There is legislation being tabled that will bump it up to $2,000, and the IRS says that if that happens, payments will be topped up as soon as possible. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's a few more things.
Individuals earning up to $75,000 or $150,000 for married couples are eligible for the full dollar amounts. You are currently on a tax beyond those income thresholds. The payments would begin to phase out at a rate of $5 per $100 of additional income. You are current individuals earning more than $87,000 and married couples earning more than $174,000 will be ineligible for payments. You are current link. Click here to read more on Fox Business.
Okay,
Has new
that makes sense. So that makes some sense. Let's see here. Let's see. And here's a sad story. Come on, load. How did that happen? Let's redo this, shall we? Twitter's being dumb. my goodness. My muscles hurt. I was doing lunges and my leg muscles are screaming at me. Okay. Now, so we know that the actress from Gilligan's Island passed away, Donna Wells. So we'll skip that one. So here's a story that Gunfox sent me. Tell your leg muscles to shut up or you'll do it to them again. Twitter is usually dumb. Yeah. Yeah, it really is. Okay. Here we go. Share screen. So, this is from Gunfox. DC passes bill to vaccinate children without parental consent or knowledge. Well then. So this is from December 28th, so it's not too old. Here we go.
Lawmakers in the District of Columbia, D.C., have passed a bill allowing children to be vaccinated without parental consent or even their parents' knowledge. The Minor Consent for Vaccinations Amendment The Minor Consent for Vaccinations Amendment Act, B 23-017, was passed in D.C. last month.
How is that even allowed? That is so many kinds of illegal, and that could be used for anything now. That is terrifying. How is that even a thing? Hello, Scribe Light. My thighs hate me right now. Oh. Yeah, that is ridiculous.
The bill that link permits a child aged 11 years or older to consent or receive a vaccine where the vaccination is recommended by the United States Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices.
No. 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 That's a no.
It also establishes that if a minor is able to comprehend the need for, the nature of, and any significant risks inherent in the medical care, then informed consent is established. You are currently on it.
How is that even a... But how... A child can't provide informed consent. Even if they're a really smart kid. They can't provide informed consent. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Advertisement. Group. Frames and up. The bill not only permits children of this age to provide consent to doctors and other vaccine administrators without a parent's knowledge or consent, but also requires school administrators, insurance companies, and medical personnel to conceal a child's vaccination from their parents. You are currently...
Oh, hell no. That's terrifying. That's... This is exactly where I was going with this, Lord Famine. This is exactly... You're on the same page as me. This is terrifying. This is not okay. And I don't know what lawmaker saw this bill and was like, yeah, that's a great idea. I'm kind of speechless here. Um I don't know what to say.
In lines 37-38, the legislation mandates that providers who administer immunizations under the authority of this subsection shall seek reimbursement, without parental consent, directly from the insurer, rather than involving a parent in this process. You are currently on...
Wow.
Heading Level 4. The bill requires school officials to hide a child's vaccination from their parents' image. You are copyrights. The bill requires school officials to hide a child's vaccination from their parents. You are currently on a text element. Advertisement. Group. Frame 2. You are currently on a frame 2. End of. Advertisement. Secondly, it mandates that insurance companies are not to notify parents of such payouts in a standard way, according to link. You are currently on a link. Chrome head. Secondly, period. Insurers shall not send an explanation of benefits, EOB, to the child's parents for services provided, the bill states, line 40.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the YouTube live chat counter.
Heading level. Finally, B23-017 requires a healthcare provider to leave part of the immunization record blank in order to conceal from parents that their own child has been vaccinated. Lines 48-52. Chrome has new...
Wow. Unbelievable.
In addition to this being a violation of fundamental and natural parental rights, critics say it may also lead to situations where children could be double vaccinated.
Yeah. It could, because they're assuming that parents aren't going to get their kids vaccinated. Well, what if they are? Now they've been double vaccinated, and we don't know what the effects of that are. And stealth billing as well. Yeah, that's not shady as fuck either, right? This is just horrible.
Following such a confidential vaccination of the child in school, a parent may take him to the doctor at a later occasion, where he may be vaccinated again.
Yeah.
From the web. Sponsored by Zergnet.
So this is...
link. Link. VR. Warns. Link. More fundamentally.
We're missing...
Insane unlabeled image on Chrome has new window. Link. It more fundamentally. Link. Insanely offensive Kamala Harris cartoon. More fundamentally, if this bill becomes law. Link. The vaccine reaction. VR warns it is clear that minor children will be at risk of being pressured and coerced into getting a COVID-19 vaccine behind their parents' back. Chrome has...
Yep.
VR also demonstrates how B23-0171 violates the National Childhood Vaccine Injury Act of 1986, NCVIA, which requires healthcare providers to supply parents or guardians with vaccine information from the CDC prior to administering the vaccine to their minor child.
Makes sense.
The CDC itself. You are currently on a text link, affirms this to be a legal requirement on its website. Chrome has new avoid internet censorship by subscribe to push. According to an FAQ question, is there a requirement to verify that parents/legal representatives have actually received and reviewed the vaccine information statement? The answer is yes. You are obviously, VR argues, children are far less likely than an adult parent to understand personal and family medical history, including vaccine reactions. Nor do they have the same kind of critical thinking skills or emotional maturity required to make a well-informed vaccine benefit-risk decision compared to an adult.
Right, exactly.
In 1986, the U.S. Congress passed the NCVIA, which, with its 1987 amendment and a subsequent Supreme Court decision, effectively removed all legal and fiscal liability from vaccine manufacturers, doctors, and other vaccine administrators when mandatory vaccines cause even permanent injury or death. Chrome has new earlier this year, federal regulators explicitly reinforced the same policy for coronavirus vaccine makers. Advertisement group frame for and up.
So if there's an injury because of these people, there will be no recourse because the vaccine makers are indemnified, basically. If a kid has a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine, someone's getting in trouble. I would hope so.
To date, this program has paid out approximately $4.4 billion as compensation for permanent injury and death.
Wow.
If a child accepts a vaccination without parents' knowledge, and if he develops a serious reaction, parents may not recognize the symptoms as being potentially related to their child's vaccine and fail to seek appropriate medical care in a timely fashion.
Right? This is very dangerous.
Such a situation could be life-threatening. The bill would allow children to be vaccinated without their parents' knowledge. Image. You are.
So this is just terrifying. I don't know what else to say about that. That's dangerous, overreaching, over just everything. It's over out of bounds. Oh, I'm talking the lawmakers. Oh yeah. This is ugh. Let's see. Here we go. Here's a story about Zoom. And I think we're coming to the end of our stories. So let's take a look at what Zoom did. And one of the reasons why I don't like them. I don't like Zoom. I think the quality sucks. Okay, here we go. So, where is the headline here? Okay, Zoom shared U.S. user data with Beijing. Of course it did. Okay, let's see. Here we go.
Former Zoom executive Jin Shinjung worked with Chinese authorities to provide data on users outside of China. Court documents say this allowed Zoom to keep market access in China. Although Zoom is based in the United States, its software is developed in China.
Of course it is. Because everything is developed in China.
When Zoom usage exploded during the pandemic, China tightened control. It ordered Zoom employees to shut down what Beijing calls illegal meetings and accounts within 1 minute. If it took more than 1 minute, it was rated security non-compliant. You are going to learn text element.
And what counts as illegal meetings?
Victims include activists commemorating Tiananmen Square massacre victims and Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang, China.
Of course.
Third-party ad content. Zoom says it's cooperating with federal investigators and has launched an internal investigation. Zoom fired Jin and placed other employees on administrative leave.
Happy New Year, Selecta Boy. Happy New Year, all you need.
The CCP demands all communications companies censor speech it deems unacceptable. Anyone who fails to comply gets blocked from the massive Chinese market. In September last year, the CCP blocked Zoom. It allegedly told Zoom that if it wanted to get back into the Chinese market, it had to monitor user communications, censor unacceptable topics, give data on around 1 million people in the United States, and hand over special access to Zoom systems. Zoom got back into China's market in November of last year. You are correct.
Jesus.
Third-party ad content. Third-part most viewed stories. Link. Pence.
That's...
Link.
Wow. Okay, I don't ever want to use Zoom again. I may not be a U.S. citizen, but that's just... Blah. Blah. Holy crap. That's ridiculous. Oh my god. Sore muscles. Where am I here? One more political story, and it's kind of more about coronavirus than politics. And then we're going to be done with the news. Okay. Let's share the screen. And of course we have an auto playing video.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, buddy. Let's get this stopped here. Pause. Pause. Thank you. Holy crap. Happy New Year, Turk February. All right. Share the screen. All right. Here we go.
Thanks to our news media's maniacal obsession with President Trump, few have paid attention to an important interview that link Dr. Anthony Fauci gave last week, in which he acknowledged that he selectively lied to the American public about the coronavirus and what was needed for our national recovery.
Voiceover, it's Fauci. That was a quick visit. Yes, it was. You don't have your allergy medication now. And you're going nuts.
The story is straightforward. For most of this year, Dr. Fauci and other scientists in our public health establishment have been telling Americans that about 60 to 70% of the nation would need a vaccine. In order for us to reach herd immunity and make the coronavirus a non-issue.
Yep.
But, speaking with a New York Times, Dr. Fossey admitted that he believes the real number is in fact significantly higher, perhaps 75 to 90%, and he declined to be forthright because he felt the country wasn't ready to hear it. Only now did he say that he feels he has the freedom to nudge this up a bit without discouraging the nation.
That's crazy. Imagine being itchy everywhere all the time. It's a nightmare. I can imagine.
Link. I am sure that Dr. Fossey, the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, made the decision to mislead with nothing but good intentions. However, he was clear about what he was doing, lying to the American people in order to manipulate their behavior.
Mislead with good intentions.
By using the Chrome had
Did this person actually say that unironically?
Link. Privacy policy. And R. Link. Period. Link. Banner. Link. Link 1. Main navigation. List. Link. 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 Meet. Link. Link.
That's it?
Link. Entertainment.
That's a short story. No, that's ridiculous. He felt like he couldn't be truthful because the Americans weren't ready to hear it. Shut up. I don't wear socks unless I have to go outside in the wintertime. One more story, and then we will be done. And then I will figure out something to do with the kidlets and Pincalo, and then later on I want to play Mortal Kombat on stream. Okay. Here we go. Where's the headline? There it is. Eastern Caribbean on alert due to rare volcanic activity. So this is from the Associated Press, and here's a picture of a small lava dome with fresh magma. Here we go.
Button. Volcanoes that have been quiet for decades are rumbling to life in the Eastern Caribbean, prompting officials to issue alerts in Martinique and St. Vincent and the Grenadines as scientists rush in to study activity they say hasn't been observed in years. The most recent warning was issued late Tuesday for La Soufriere volcano in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, a chain of islands home to more than 100,000 people. Officials reported tremors, strong gas emissions, formation of a new volcanic dome and changes to its crater lake. The Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency said that scientists observed an effusive eruption within the crater, with visible gas and steam on Tuesday.
Interesting. Reminds me of what Ned Flinzer said. Well, my family can't live on good intentions, Marge. Oh, your family's out of control, but we can't blame you because you have good intentions. No, I hate Jackass movies. I find them boring.
The government warned those living near the volcano to prepare to evacuate if needed, declaring an orange alert that means eruptions could occur with less than 24 hours notice.
Oh, wow.
La Soufriere, located near the northern tip of the main island of St. Vincent, last erupted in 1979, and a previous eruption in 1902 killed some 1,600 people. That occurred shortly before Martinique's Mount Pelee erupted and destroyed the town of St. Pierre, killing more than 30,000 people. Your current Twitter tweet.
That's a lot of volcano.
Mount Pelee 2 is now active once again. In early December, officials in the French Caribbean territory issued a yellow alert due to seismic activity under the mountain. It was the first alert of its kind issued since the volcano last erupted in 1932. Fabrice Fontaine, with Martinique's Volcanological and Seismological Observatory, told the Associated Press. Chrome has...
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. What kind of comedy do I enjoy? I'm very much into, like, dialogue heavy stuff, like the Monty Python stuff, the Terry Gilliam stuff. I get lost in, but the sketches from Monty Python, like Faulty Towers. My favorite comedians were people like George Carlin and Robin Williams. Um, I I'm very, like, I don't find slapstick funny, with the exception of things like Mel Brooks, um, comedy, because it teeters between slapstick and intellectual. Um, so it's it's tolerable for me, but unless I have a good describer for something like the Three Stooges, I don't find it funny. Um, I'm very much into dialogue and stuff like that. No, I was never an Andrew Dice Clay fan. I've listened to some of his stuff, but I was never really that into it. It just wasn't my style. Let's see. So while the Eastern Caribbean is one long chain. Wait. Why is it doing this? So this basically there's a big volcano that there are two big volcanoes that may erupt very soon, and people may need to get out. You are late. Your friend Julie asks if you find men with big lips attractive. No. Like, what do you mean big lips? I don't. What? Are you drunk again, Turk? I'd ask if you like dark comedy, but. Okay, I lied. There are some slapstick stuff I like, because the Evil Dead 2 is pretty slapstick, and so is Army of Dark. Like, there is some stuff that's slapstick that I like, but it has to be described well. I'm always drunk. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Sam Little died. The most prolific serial killer has passed away. Army of Darkness is great. I'm bad, Ash. And you're good, Ash. You're goody little two shoes. You're goody little two shoes, goody little two shoes. Oh my. Do I want to guess? If you had been here about an hour ago, I would have said yes, but I'm about to end. Because I've been going for almost 2 hours. And. Oh, compared to the rest of the series? Yeah. Army of Darkness was them just giving up on trying to be scary and just being ridiculous. Evil Dead 1, great. Evil Dead 2, great. Army of Darkness, great for a laugh. And then Ash versus Evil Dead, also awesome. The last song I listened to. What was the last song I listened to? It was a song called World War Me by Theory of a Dead Man, which is an awesome song. I told myself to stop drinking, but I'm not about to listen to a drunk who talks to himself. That's funny, Mr. Scott. That's amusing. I like that. I really do. Well, let's see. Who else has anything to say? Did you know that ending is evil? I did know that. But you know what? Any plans for the rest of the day? I'm going to hang out with Pincalo and the kids for a bit. And I would like to get a game stream in because I didn't get one in yesterday. So I'd like to get a game stream in, but that probably won't happen until after the kids go to bed. Good night, Happy New Year, love you and wishing you all the best. Thank you, Turk. But yeah, I would like to get a game stream in, but probably that won't happen until after the kids go to bed. But for the rest of the day, yeah, I'm just gonna hang out with the kidlets, hang out with Pincalo. Maybe Pincalo will stream. I don't know. He might. And unless you fall asleep on us again. No, the Fridays are pretty. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I fall asleep and stay there, and sometimes I fall asleep for an hour and then I'm wired. So, we'll see. Have a good day or night. It's 7 p.m. here from the UK. Oh, you too. Happy New Year's, everyone. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to end here. I'm going to go hang out with everyone, and then keep an eye out on Twitter because I probably will be playing Mortal Kombat later tonight. And also keep an eye on Twitter because if Pincalo goes live, I will be sharing that out. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys had a great New Year's Day, and a great celebration last night, whatever you did. Let's make 2021 a little better. Alright, guys? And my New Year's resolution to you guys is whatever content I post, I will post it more consistently. Whether it be videos, in live streams, just something. I'll keep it consistent this year. And let's see if we can get to 1,000 subs. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day. I'll see you later.